Hi, so I have a question regarding being a renter for an apartment complex and having issues with mold, and not certain in terms of how you go about seeking a lawyer to help when it's been found that the mold that's here, even though it's not necessarily harmful or considered a harmful type of mold, it's still been affecting the respiratory system of my children and myself, and we found it on our furniture and everything. So if we move on to another place, we may take the same issue with us.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Well, I've had little experience with mold
ahead,
issues, and they're kind of difficult in that you have to be able to show that that type of mold is what's causing the injuries or the issues that you're facing, and they can be very costly to pursue. Now, there are some lawyers that you'll find that will specialize just in those types of premise liability issues, where the contents of the home or the apartment are causing an illness for you and your family. I know that they can be very difficult to prosecute or to proceed with, based upon the assumption that the landlord's going to say, well, there's 240 something different types of mold, and not all of them cause problems, and you're going to have to be able to show causation or prove that mold is what caused the issues for you and your children.
Especially on the injury, but now they've passed a new law for tenants, landlord-tenant law, and it's like tenants' rights or whatever, and that may cover it. I don't know. I don't do that work, but I also remember from law school that you can claim constructive eviction.
Yes, sir.
Right? I mean, like if the mold's bad enough, you don't have to. You're not forced to live in that. It's like they are evicting you from your apartment. It's like cutting somebody's water off.
Right.
You know?
And the landlord's going to have certain obligations to make the home habitable. And if you present to the landlord a written grievance or a written issue, and it's this mold problem, and the landlord fails to address that, then you may not have the obligation to continue paying your rent. You may be able to go ahead and break your lease and move on.
Right.
And as Spring mentioned, there are all different types of mold. As we, there's all different kinds of mold.
Well, everybody knows of the black mold, or they hear that phrase or that term, but there are a large variety of other molds that are essentially harmless to most folks. But now Spring and her family may have a particular reaction to that, and they may be entitled to some sort of assistance there.